As Palantir continued expanding its business, something interesting started happening. The company was no longer viewed solely as a government contractor. More and more commercial businesses began adopting its software. Large corporations realized that data was becoming one of the most valuable assets in the modern economy. Companies that could understand their data faster than competitors often gained significant advantages. They could make better decisions, improve efficiency, reduce costs, and respond more quickly to changing market conditions. Palantir software offered a way to achieve these goals. One reason many organizations choose Palantir is that the company's platforms are designed to work with existing systems rather than replacing everything. Large enterprises often operate dozens or even hundreds of different software solutions. Replacing those systems would be expensive and disruptive. Palantir instead focuses on integrating information from multiple sources into a single operational picture. This approach reduces friction and makes adoption easier. Customers can continue using their existing technology while benefiting from improved visibility and analysis. As artificial intelligence became the dominant theme in the technology sector, investors began searching for companies positioned to benefit from this transformation. Many focused on hardware manufacturers, others focused on cloud computing providers. But a growing number of investors started asking a different question. If AI depends on data, then which companies are best positioned to organize and manage that data? For many people, the answer increasingly pointed toward Palantir. The company's management team recognized this opportunity and moved aggressively. Instead of simply talking about artificial intelligence, Palantir focused on demonstrating practical use cases. Businesses don't care about technology buzzwords. They care about results. They want higher productivity, lower costs, better forecasting, and stronger decision-making. Palantir's strategy centered on showing customers how AI could improve real-world operations. Imagine a manufacturing company with hundreds of facilities around the world. Every facility generates information about production, maintenance, inventory, and logistics. Traditionally, much of this information remains isolated within separate systems. Managers spend significant time gathering reports and attempting to understand what's happening across the organization. Palantir software can bring this information together and allow artificial intelligence systems to identify trends, detect risks, and recommend actions. Instead of reacting to problems after they occur, organizations can become more proactive. The same principle applies to healthcare. Hospitals generate enormous amounts of information every day. Patient records, staffing schedules, medical equipment usage, treatment outcomes, and financial data all contribute to a highly complex operating environment. Artificial intelligence can help improve efficiency, but only if the underlying data is organized properly. Palantir provides the infrastructure that allows organizations to unlock this potential. This focus on practical implementation distinguishes Palantir from many companies that simply market themselves as AI businesses. The company understands that successful artificial intelligence adoption requires more than advanced algorithms. It requires data integration, security, governance, operational workflows, and organizational trust. These are areas where Palantir has spent years building expertise. Another reason investors remain fascinated by Palantir is the company's competitive positioning. Many software markets are crowded with competitors offering similar products. Palantir's situation is somewhat different. The company operates at the intersection of data integration, analytics, artificial intelligence, and operational decision-making. Building a platform capable of serving both government agencies and large enterprises is extremely difficult. New competitors face significant barriers to entry. Government relationships represent another major advantage. Winning government contracts often requires years of experience, extensive security capabilities, and proven performance. These requirements create a protective moat around Palantir's business. While competitors may attempt to enter the market, developing the necessary credibility takes time. This gives Palantir an opportunity to strengthen its position even further. However, every investment story has two sides. While supporters highlight the company's growth potential, critics raise legitimate concerns. One of the most common criticisms involves valuation. Investors have often been willing to pay premium prices for companies associated with artificial intelligence. When expectations become extremely high, stocks can become vulnerable to disappointment. Even strong financial results may be.
Investors expect perfection. Another concern involves competition. Although Palantir possesses unique strengths, it operates within a rapidly evolving technology landscape. Major companies such as Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and others continue investing billions of dollars into artificial intelligence and cloud infrastructure. These organizations have enormous resources and extensive customer relationships. Palantir must continue innovating to maintain its competitive advantages. There is also the question of scalability. Investors often ask whether Palantir can grow from a successful company into a truly dominant global platform. Expanding across industries, countries, and customer segments requires significant execution. While management has demonstrated impressive progress, future success is never guaranteed. Markets change, customer needs evolve, and technological innovation can reshape competitive dynamics. Despite these challenges, many investors remain optimistic. They argue that the world is entering an era where data and artificial intelligence will become central to nearly every major organization. Companies capable of helping businesses manage this transformation could become incredibly valuable. Palantir's supporters believe the company is positioned directly in the middle of this trend. When examining Palantir's long-term opportunity, it's important to think beyond individual products. The company is attempting to become a critical layer within modern organizations. Rather than selling a single application, Palantir aims to provide a platform that connects information, supports decision-making, and enables artificial intelligence across entire enterprises. If successful, this strategy could create powerful network effects and long-term customer relationships. Investors often compare Palantir to other major technology companies during their early growth stages. While every company follows a different path, the comparison reflects a broader belief that transformative technologies often create outsized winners. Artificial intelligence is widely viewed as one of the most significant technological developments of the modern era. Companies positioned at the center of that transformation naturally attract attention from investors seeking long-term growth opportunities. At the same time, successful investing requires balance. Enthusiasm alone does not guarantee success. Investors must evaluate financial performance, competitive positioning, management execution, customer adoption, and market opportunities. Palantir's future will ultimately depend on its ability to convert technological capabilities into sustainable business results. What makes the company particularly interesting is that its story remains unfinished. Unlike mature businesses operating in slow-growth industries, Palantir is still evolving. New products continue emerging. Artificial intelligence capabilities continue expanding. Customer adoption continues increasing. Each year brings new opportunities and new challenges. For some investors, this uncertainty is exactly what makes Palantir attractive. They see a company operating within one of the fastest-growing areas of technology, supported by strong government relationships, expanding commercial adoption, and increasing demand for artificial intelligence solutions. For others, the uncertainty creates risk. They worry about valuation, competition, and the possibility that expectations have become unrealistic. Ultimately, Palantir represents more than just another technology stock. It represents a broader shift in how organizations use information. The world is producing more data than ever before. Artificial intelligence is becoming more powerful. Decision-making is becoming increasingly data-driven. Companies capable of helping organizations navigate this transformation could play a critical role in the future economy, and that is why Palantir continues to capture the attention of Wall Street, institutional investors, and retail traders around the world. The company sits at the crossroads of data, software, security, and artificial intelligence. Whether it eventually becomes one of the defining technology companies of the AI era remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: Palantir is no longer a hidden company operating in the shadows. It has become one of the most closely watched names in modern technology, and its next chapter could be the most